Breaking news. I am commando, which means I have no underwear on right now. Skip it up and that up. Hey, so you remember the good old days of 2021 when Wall Street bets and the stock of GameStop went to astronomical highs, which literally made some people I know become millionaires because they wanted to screw over hedge funds? Remember those days? Those days are long gone. And GameStop it's not even, I know I've been saying this since the beginning, if not before, of the 8th generation, but the writing really is on the wall now. Like you're going into stores, I go in, there is never a soul. There are multiple GameStops around me. I really don't know why. I have a feeling that's not going to be the case for much longer. There is a GameStop in my mall and right outside my mall. Like, you could throw a rock from one to the other. Neither of them are ever, and it's not that I'm going to GameStop, but I'm either passing by, running an errand, or there's never anyone there. I purposely look. There is never anyone there except maybe a straggler and the people working behind the counter. Because most people are buying their games digitally now. I think this generation... What have I bought there? A wired controller? I haven't bought any games for any of the consoles. For the PS5, Series S/X, and PC, I'm buying everything digitally and spitting all over the place. That is another thing that I'm doing. Need some coffee. Well, we do know that GameStop has had 5 series of layoffs since 2022. That's not a good sign. Well, a TikTok user who is a manager at GameStop, her name is Red Sun Ja TV. If I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize. She's a manager there. Her video has over 6 million views, and she shows what it's like to be a manager at GameStop. It's like managing a mausoleum. Anyway, take a look. What I think it is, too, beyond the fact that we've moved beyond physical media, is the argument for actually still getting physical media, even from a collector's standpoint, is kind of fruitless. The Blu-ray discs that the games come on, there are examples where there's no data on those discs. How many times you could buy a Switch game and it's a download code only? So with the argument of having something collectible, the days of physical things, I use this Game Boy in like an example in every video because it's right in front of me, but these days are done. The days of where you can have this cartridge, Super Mario Land is on here forever, are over. Even if you have like the full game in some functioning form on the disc, a lot of times you still have to get a huge patch for the game, which is understandable. There's a lot of development time that goes in. There's a lot of man hours, and the games are huge, and it's much tougher to get them debugged when they're ready for retail than it would be for a game on a much simpler platform like the Game Boy. But there's times where there's patches for these games where if you don't download them, the game barely functions or doesn't function at all. And like I said, there's a decent amount of times where there's really no game on the disc, or you'll buy a box and it's just a code inside to say, hey, just put this code in and download the game to your console, whether it be your Switch, PS5, Series X, you get the point, whatever console you're buying the game for. So that incentive to purchase physically has also gone out the window. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'd love to purchase physical copies from GameStop, but what the hell's the point? It's not really a physical copy. It's just like buying a plastic case or winning the contest from DSP back in 2013, where he's like, congratulations, here's my signature in an empty case box. GameStop is literally pulling a Philip Burnell right now. And I found a way to bring him into this video. Yes, I am obsessed with Phil. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, look, there was a lot of people that were back in 2021 with the whole Wall Street bets thing. God, that feels like it was a lifetime ago, and it really wasn't, but yet it was. We're like, I told you, Rich, I told you that GameStop, you've been saying for almost a decade now that GameStop is dying. And I said, yeah, I know it's been a long time, but I've seen the writing on the wall a long time ago. And that writing on the wall, yes, I saw it ages earlier than I thought I would, and it took much longer than I thought I would, but how much longer can the company sustain itself like this? It's had 5 rounds of layoffs. It's went through a ton of staff. It's went through a ton of leadership. And here we are. They have a bunch of toys in the front of the store and a bunch of games that no one cares to buy physical anymore because it's pointless to buy the games physical. And their bread and butter of used games, that used to be GameStop's biggest thing, where they would buy a game from you, or you could trade in a game and they would give you a pittance, even if you got credit, and then they would flip it for almost full price. That used to be their biggest moneymaker, and that's gone too because there's no used games to be had because no one's buying physical games anymore. It's time, guys. I don't know what else to say. It'll be interesting to see how long they last. Maybe we'll see them here even with the PS6, but if we do, it ain't going to be the same GameStop that we know now. I have a feeling there'll be a day, if they're still around, that you're not even going to see damn games at the store anymore. GameStop is the company that has been slowly dying for over a decade, but just continues to exist. Kind of like Phil with live streaming. Both of them just won't go away. It's not that they shouldn't go away, it's just they refuse to leave. That's GameStop too. And Phil.